Hello, and welcome to the GSLC postgame show. I'm Jeff Nellermoe, and this is my co-host, Josh Stephenson. And we are recapping the MLS Round 9 highlights. We had quite a week.
Yeah, we had quite a week. 27 goals scored in the week. That's an astounding number. Huge scores. One of the big scoring games. Columbus at home against DC United. The game was delayed for about an hour because the scoreboard caught fire. And the audio, they weren't able to use the audio system the whole game, but Columbus romped DC, and DC having lost 6 in a row, 3-0.
Just incredible. And then a game of interest was Portland traveling to Kansas City.
Portland, after their first 2 seasons in the MLS, only winning 1 or maybe 2 road games, I'm not quite sure. They're all of a sudden road warriors. They're going into Sporting Park on Saturday, and they come away with a win, 3-2. They left Sporting KC sort of listless.
Now, that was a come-behind goal late in the game, wasn't it?
Yes, from Rodney Wallace, the defender that's playing center forward for them.
Now, both of us got to attend the Real Salt Lake game as they hosted Los Angeles Galaxy, and I was really excited for that game.
Yeah, LA Galaxy, they're heading into Rio Tinto Stadium with pretty much a reserve team. No Donovan, no Robbie Keane, no Todd Dunivant, no Cudicini. So it saw the MLS debuts of goalkeeper Brian Rowe, forward Charlie Rugg, and Giazi Zardes coming in for the injured Jack McBean. And Charlie Rugg scored a goal in the 13th minute to help down RSL 2-0 within the first 15 minutes. And Rowe and Rugg and even Zardes for the last 30 minutes, they looked very impressive.
Now, there were 2 disappointing scratches before the game that were unexpected on the Real Salt Lake side.
Yes, Alvaro Saborio was one of them. He's been ruled out for 4 to 6 weeks now with some quad troubles, I believe.
So if you have him on your fantasy team, you may want to sub him out for someone else.
Another quick game of note, Tim Cahill. Before this weekend's game against Toronto, he had scored 3 goals in the last 61 games with professional clubs. With the Red Bulls, he had scored 1 and 2 with Everton. And he finally put his critics to sleep. He scored a brace against Toronto. One of the goals coming in the 90th minute to win it late for the Red Bulls.
Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive. So in April, as we closed our GSLC Fantasy League, we had a surprise winner at the end.
Yes. Well, round 9 marked the end of April, and Jeff Stephenson, my daddy, passed up Casey Henderson by 3 points, beating out Casey this round. He finished the month of April with 249 points to Casey's 246. And just a little side note, Jeff is the 45th player. He's ranked 45 in the RSL League.
Yeah, not only Jeff, but 3 others from our GSLC Fantasy League are ranked in the top 100. Casey and Justin Henderson and Thane Zay. Quite impressive.
Yes, very impressive.
So who's the overall leader in the GSLC Fantasy League?
Well, despite the heartbreaking loss in Jeff Stephenson by 10 points, Casey has 520, and Jeff has 510, and then Kay White's still in third with 483.
Now, besides the monthly winners, and it's not too late to still register, contact our league commissioner, Josh Stephenson. He'll give you the code to join the league. So, round 10 this week, we have Portland hosting New England. And any feelings about the game?
I think these are 2 teams that might surprise you. They were both kind of garbage teams last year, but they're doing very well this year. Portland only 1 loss on the season to Eastern Conference leaders Montreal. And who do you think is going to win this match, Jeff?
Yeah, I think the home pitch advantage will take over on this one. I think Portland's going to win. I think it's going to be closely contested. I'm predicting 1-0 Portland. And I think Will Johnson's going to score.
Will Johnson, I like it. Another game of note this weekend, round 10, is San Jose Earthquakes playing host to the Montreal Impact, their first visit to Buckshaw. Who do you think's who's going to prevail there.
Well, Montreal had that real strong start in the beginning, but San Jose was depleted, but is almost full strength now.
Yes, San Jose close to getting Marvin Chavez back. Jason Hernandez, Alan Gordon will return who knows when with his red card suspension. And Lenhart looks feisty as usual.
Feisty, yeah. Well, I'm still going with Montreal. I'm going to predict Montreal's going to take this one from the Earthquakes on their home pitch, and I'm again predicting a closely contested match. I think it's going to be 1-0 in favor of Montreal.
And who do you think is going to score Montreal's goal then?
I think Marco DeVio is going to come out and provide the game winner.
Going for the DP forward, I like it. He'll get me points that way.
Well, since we're RSL fans, we have to highlight they're hosting Vancouver this Saturday. And what do you think, Josh?
Yes, it'll be an interesting game. May the 4th is the day, so it'll be a Star Wars themed game. May the 4th be with you. They're playing the Vancouver Whitecaps, and I think RSL's going to get a win this weekend.
Well, I also, but Sabario's out, and Gill is now with the national team.
Yes, Gill is out.
Robbie Finley was injured last time. Do you think he'll start?
I think Finley will sort of have to play, especially if Garcia's dealing with some troubles and Sandoval's not quite.
I think that it's going to be a set play that's going to make the difference in this game. I'm predicting 1-0. I hate to be a broken record, but I think Borchers is going to score a header that's going to send RSL home with a win.
I love games that end like that. Set pieces decide them.
So there you have it. This is this week's edition of the GSLC postgame show. Hope you enjoy it. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you next week.
And remember, defenders don't want to get scored on.